What's up, family? It's been a long week for me, to be honest. And today I kind of just want to talk about what's on my heart, honestly. I feel like God's been putting me in a waiting season, and I've been going through so much stress lately. Just worried about the future, worried about like my financial state, and kind of like where God has me going next. Like, what I'm supposed to be doing in this season. I don't know if any of you have felt that way, where you kind of feel like you're in the middle of like transitioning from a certain season God has you into another season, right? And you're in the middle of that waiting place, and you're kind of just wondering, what do I do here? What am I? How do I steward this waiting space as much or as effectively as possible? And there's one thing God was telling me earlier today that I kind of want to share with you as well. My problem is that I'm a very active person. You got to work on this, you got to do this, you got to do this, right? And this season is like destroying that inside of me, because what God's been telling me to do is just rest. And that's the last thing I want to hear, right? I've been in my place where I'm at right now for a minute, like a few months. And I'm kind of asking God, like, God, when's the next step coming? Like, when am I going to go to the next place you have me in, right? Like, what's going on, in other words? And it's kind of like when God tells you to rest, that's the last thing you want to hear. The last thing you want to hear is that you don't have to do anything, that you don't need to force things to happen or strive for things to happen. Hold on. I'm going to open my window. It's kind of hot. Yeah, you don't have to strive for things to happen, right? And if you're somebody like me, that's the last thing you want to hear, because it's in your nature to work. It's in your nature to make things happen, right? For example, these past few days have been the most stressful days of my life, because I've just been going through a lot of tests in my faith, a lot of things God's been having me do. And it's been very stressful. It's been very scary, honestly. Like, I won't go too much into it right now, but let's just say it was a crazy past week for me. But what I'm getting at here is this. If you're in a season like me and you are waiting on God to move in your life, you're waiting on something to happen, right? And you feel like nothing's going on. You feel like you're kind of just in the same place. You feel kind of stuck, right? You have to remember that the point of this waiting season, and I'm talking to myself as well, is for you to allow God to complete the work that He was working on the last season, so that you can be equipped in character for the next season, so that you'll have the same dependence on God. Because one thing He's been rooting out of me recently is, I guess, dependence on, I kind of talked about this a few videos ago, dependence on music, dependence on being busy working on something, right? And trying to get as good as possible at one thing, at making music, at producing, at stuff like that, right? And I've been using that as a distraction or a way to cope, instead of, what's it called? I'm glad you're right here. Resting in God's presence and getting in His Word, and just doing what I have to do, honestly. And quite frankly, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I haven't been wanting to read the Bible recently. I haven't been wanting to pray that much, right? I feel like, I don't know, and this is something I'm working on with God. Like, I've been struggling recently with just trusting God, honestly, trusting God with my life, trusting God on His promises that He's made to me, and kind of just running to Him when I'm feeling lonely, when I'm feeling doubt, when I'm feeling afraid, right? So before you leave, before you click off this video, you need to rest. Put the stuff down. If God's telling you to stop running to social media, stop running to Netflix shows, stop running to even those conversations or those friends you have, right? Instead, run to Him. You have to do that. And as I tell you to do this, I'm going to do this as well. So we're in this together, honestly. This is a really tough season of my life, but I'm kind of making this video just to document it and I guess talk about it so that when God does what He's going to do, I can look back on these seasons, I can look back on these videos and kind of just smile and remember how good God has been to me. But that's all. Like, subscribe, and share this video with a few people that you feel like need this message. And I will see you guys later. Peace.